Well, Jannik, welcome back to Rotterdam and congratulations on your success in Australia. What has it like being you? Has it been like for you the last couple of weeks?
No, for sure. There were some busy days after Melbourne. I went to Rome to meet maybe the most important people in Italy, which was really nice for me. It was a huge privilege and honor. But then after 2 days, I went to Monaco. Rested 2 days, and we started to practice again like usual days. And that's what I love to do. I love to play tennis. I love to stay on the court. So yeah, it has been busy, but obviously really happy to be here in Rotterdam. Just trying to play again some good tennis, and hopefully I can show this.
But for your family, it must have been huge to see you meeting the Prime Minister, meeting the President of Italy. What was it like? I mean, it must have felt strange for you too.
Yeah, it was strange for me, and I guess even more strange for them. I haven't seen my family yet. I'm gonna see them after this tournament. I'm going to my parents' place maybe after here. But still, it's we call each other, and there are some journalists out of the house of my parents' place. So yeah, it has changed a little bit for sure. But in the other way, I'm still the same person as I was before Australia, and even my parents, they are the same. They still go to work like usual days. So it's all good.
Even in the middle of those visits to Rome, you were posting a video of yourself in the gym, working hard.
Yeah.
Why was it important to send that message out?
Because for me, the work has always been something, not only what brought me to the success, but also where I feel well and healthy. And even the days when I was doing this stuff in Rome for these 2 days, I always went to the gym because I want to be in shape now when I'm back on court. And so yeah, even if my coaches sometimes they say just try to rest, don't do nothing, I always have to do something, and that's where I feel good. And so I'm not wasting time for other stuff, but for me the most important thing is to be healthy, to be on court as soon as possible, and then that's what I enjoy most.
You said after you won the Australian Open this lovely phrase, you like to dance in the pressure storm. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that was translated from another language, but it was a lovely phrase. For somebody who's young and starting to play tennis and feels the pressure and feels the nerves, what would you say about how you've learned to cope with it and get to a place where you can play your best under pressure?
Yeah, so you have to go used to the situation as many times as possible. For me, sometimes I play doubles because you feel more pressure on 40-all and you have to serve than making 10 serves in the practice sessions. It's you have to handle this kind of situation on the court, and I play good in practice sessions, but I never play like I play in a match, because in a match I feel like that there is more competition, and I love to compete. It doesn't really matter what sport I do. It's even when I skied or played football, I like this fair play, but also this when you go against each other. And there is pressure. I think that what we have, that's a very positive pressure, because nothing can really happen. You can just lose the point. If you are a doctor, for example, and you have to make surgery to someone else, you have a different kind of pressure, because you have a life in your hand, right? So tennis is just good pressure to have, and it's healthy.
I think back to here last year and the final against Daniil, where it felt like you were very, very close to being at the top level, but maybe you weren't quite there, and of course he won that match. What's the biggest difference in you, tennis-wise and mentally, in these last 12 months?
Well, I feel like physically I'm in better shape. I feel like I can stay on court much longer, and I can keep my level a little bit longer for sure. But that's one goal where I still want to improve, especially in this season. So we're gonna work hard also during tournaments and also in middle of tournaments. Obviously, mentally, I have improved. I'm calm on court, but I believe in myself, which I think that's maybe this extra step what I made from last year, and also on court, with Simone and Darren, we work a lot on what we have to improve, and so we are trying to work things out, what we have to do, and so that's not gonna change after Melbourne. So we're still going to go hard in the gym and also on the tennis court. So hopefully I can raise my level even more.
Well, you're number 4 in the world. You're closer than you've ever been to number 1 in the world. Is that a mark you can achieve this year, do you feel?
Let's see. I don't like to talk about ranking. I just try to be happy on court and improve as a player, right? That's the only thing I can control. Then the rest, it's you cannot control the uncontrollable. So it's I'm happy that I'm 4 at the moment. For sure, my dream is to become number 1 in the world, and I will work as hard as possible I can. But you have to make steps, before there's number 3, and that's my goal, to reach that. But in the other way, I know that if I want to get to number 1, I have to improve. So it's gonna be hopefully a good process.
What are conditions going to be like this week?
The conditions, I felt like until now it's quite fast. The serve is really important. I still have to understand a little bit how the ball bounces. Sometimes it goes fast, sometimes it stops. So it's good that I'm here early. I'm trying to get used to the conditions, and so I have to see. I'm gonna tell you after the first match.
We wish you the best of luck this week.
Thank you.